Do you ever just get so emotionally involved in something that when it doesn't happen or something tragic happens, just you lose it? And this is especially relevant to me right now because I have been going through my Rob Stark feels. They were sort of just buried inside, and suddenly they were like, boom, we are here. And I think it has to do a lot with Mumford and Sons' new album Babel, which has a song called Broken Ground on there. If you haven't listened to Broken Ground, you should. I'll put a link in the doobly doo, as always. But I was basically convinced that this song was written about Rob Stark, and it just sort of reminded me of all the tragedy that happens to him. And because I've been reading so much alternate universe fiction where he lives and marries Mr. Baratheon usually, it was just like it suddenly hit me really hard that season 3 is coming, and it's not gonna be good. It's just not. The red wedding, like, I don't think you understand. Like, it's it is hard to love people from A Song of Ice and Fire because they just kind of had this tendency to die. Why? On a much lighter note, I was watching The New Normal, and within like so it's the episode from this Tuesday, so spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, but Goldie and Rocky's brother Clint, he walks in and he asks how late he is, and he just right away, it's like instant chemistry and it's awesome. And I was like, it took me 2 seconds for them to want to face mush, and just when everything sort of unravels and he just does not, he just does not want any piece of her anymore. It really, like, it took me like 10 minutes to get very, very involved with those two, and I really hope that something sort of works out, that Ryan Murphy does not let this go, that he uses it as an example to show you might have different ideals, but you can work together and you can make a resolution. Just because you don't necessarily you know agree with something means that it's the end of something potential, of the potential of something. Does that, if that makes any sense? So yeah, um that's pretty much all my thoughts for today, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So yeah, don't get emotionally involved in TV shows because it will just wind up ruining your life. Don't get emotionally involved in book characters, especially if they're written by George R. R. Martin. And most of all, listen to Babel, because if you haven't, you're missing out on a wonderful album. Absolutely fantastic. Can't get enough of it. Alright, bye.